Lansing's only sports station. The Game, 7:30.
Let's play.
Of high school basketball on the Game 7:30 WBFN. I'm Brock Palmbos. Alongside me is Erik Love, and we got a good one here tonight here at East Lansing High School. It's the Waverly Warriors visiting the East Lansing Trojans. These are two of the top teams in the CAAC Blue, and we're going to start this game a little bit late because the JV game is still going on. Junior varsity game still going on. 59-53 is the lead for Waverly over East Lansing in the junior varsity game with about 3 minutes to go. I'm Brock Palmbos. Alongside me is Erik Love. And Doc, we've been looking forward to this one for quite a while. We know about East Lansing, 8-0 on the season. This is only their second league game in the CAAC Blue. But many people, including Mick McCabe of the Detroit Free Press, has East Lansing as the best team in the entire state in all classes.
Not just him, but a lot of people in the state. Anybody who pretty much makes a ranking for all the divisions considers East Lansing to be the top or one of the top 2 or 3 schools, at least, in this entire state. And it's because of the very young core of players that they have right now, Brock. And talking about sophomores and juniors.
Junior Cam Hudson, sophomore KJ Torbert, Kelvin Torbert Jr., yes, the son of the former Michigan Stater, Kelvin Torbert Sr., and of course Cam Hudson, the son of former Michigan Stater Andre Hudson. But they're joined by J.L. Branson, too, who's also a very good player for this East Lansing squad.
I'd say Coach Ray Mitchell's squad is deep, Brock, very deep. You get a junior and B.J. Wyndham out there, who is a great player. Ben Fletcher comes off the bench. Cameron Essel, another junior. Throw in some guys like Charlie Baker, Deontay Macy, Duarte Sams Jr., Christian Dunn. I mean, Noah Lopez. I mean, it's about a 9 or 10 deep rotation.
Deep
Honestly,
squad.
They can play a lot of different guys, and they all contribute in special different ways, and hence that's why a lot of people consider them to be the best team in the state.
Well, their opponents tonight are a very formidable one. They're the Warriors of Waverly. They're always good. They're always competitive. They always have good athletes that play basketball. And they were very good last year. They're the defending champs of the CAAC Blue. Looking for the same this season. They're 8-2 overall. Only 1-0 in the CAAC Blue. So for both of these teams, before I talk about Waverly, it's going to be a very CAAC Blue heavy schedule this January and February.
Yeah, both squads played a lot of out-of-conference, out-of-area schools, too. I'll get over some of the teams that both these teams have won against later, but not a moment. Right. Both teams only played one conference game so far. So the end of January, February, they're going to have to pack in a lot of these CAAC Blue contests, especially Waverly at 1-0 right now.
And they've got their own dynamic duo themselves. By the way, Waverly beat Jackson pretty badly on Tuesday night, 68-47. Deontay Pfeiffer, we knew he was going to be pretty good for this Waverly squad. He had a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocked shots. But, we've talked about KJ Torbert and other underclassmen in the mid-Michigan area. But Derek Thomas II has been outstanding for Coach Rod Watts for Waverly. 27 points, 12 rebounds. He's had several 30-point games already this season. Man, he has made the jump from freshman to sophomore.
I say he was pretty good as a freshman last year on the varsity for Coach Rod Watts. There were moments where you'd see sparks. You'd have a good 3 or 4 minute spark, and then maybe you make a freshman mistake, or he just couldn't quite get in the right position at that time. But between freshman year and sophomore year has been a tremendous improvement for Derek Thomas II, and they need him too, with him being either the number 1 or number 2 guy, with Deontay Pfeiffer, who's been on this varsity roster since he was a freshman as well. They're a little undersized, are the Warriors right now, for Coach Rod Watts. A lot of guys at 5'8", 5'6", 5'7", 5'10". Nobody really big besides a handful of players, so they need the big man Derek Thomas to step up, and he's done that so far this season.
Listed capacity in this gym, 1,831. There's going to be at least that many tonight because the bleachers are pretty much packed at this point. And where we are in the balcony overlooking the court, There is lots of standing room only. It will be SRO tonight.
Yes.
Here at the East Lansing High School, ready for this one. Not a big schedule tonight, but it's obviously the top game. Arguably the two best teams talent-wise in the area.
Well, the only initially scheduled game tonight, but a lot of them are being moved to tonight because of the incoming weather that's supposed to pop up tomorrow around noon, whatever it is.
Yeah,
a lot of games have been moved.
Absolutely. By the way, let's get to some of the action around the Mid-Michigan area. The other games tonight, in the CAAC blue, Okemos is at Green Ledge, Holt is at Everett. At St. John's has been moved to tonight. Portland at East Rapids has been moved to tonight. And Lakewood at Lansing Catholic, that's been moved to tonight. All of those are boys-girls doubleheaders. And at Lansing Catholic tonight, banner raising for the girls basketball state championship team. They're going to do it. They were going to do it tomorrow night, but they've moved it up a day, and they will do it tonight at halftime of the boys. Girls play first this year. Boys play second. So Casey Reed and their squad from last season will be honored with a state championship banner over at Lansing Catholic High School.
It was only supposed to be 4 games tonight.
Right.
And then they started making some movements, and they've added, 1, 2, 3, 4 more games. I see one's been moved to Monday. Yeah,
Langsburg at Saranac was supposed to play tomorrow. That's been moved to Monday, again, because of the bomb cyclone that they're calling it here. Who the heck knows how much snow, how much rain, how much wind we're going to get, but probably a wise move to move these some of these games.
Yeah, it doesn't sound encouraging, to say the least. Up to 50-mile-per-hour winds, gusts of wind,
Yikes.
and anywhere between 8 to 12 inches of snow in our area. So, yeah, probably best to not.
Unless it moves north and then it's going to be rain.
They haven't quite decided exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
Well, they don't. Yeah, you
but
don't
it was smart
sure.
for some of these squads and schools to move some of these games up or push them back a little bit.
Yep. So
what about girls? Any girls games tonight? Besides, obviously, the movement for those ones you talked about that were going to be tomorrow.
Yes, Williamston at Fowlerville, Eastern at Mason, Dansville at Bath, Saranac at Langsburg, Lansing Christian at St. Pat's, PW at Potterville. Now, they were scheduled, of course. And, of course, the boys' games, Mason at Eastern, that's been moved up. Hazlitt at St. John's, that's been moved up. Portland at Eaton Rapids, Lakewood at Lansing Catholic, those have been moved up. So, going to be a busier night tonight in advance of the big storm coming up here coming through the Mid-Michigan area. We got a minute to go here in the junior varsity game. The freshman game, Waverly was able to win it by 2 points, went right down to the wire, and it took longer than usual. Therefore, JV game gets delayed. So here we are at 7:07 in the evening, and we got a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, both varsity rosters are standing around waiting for this game to finish. I see East Lansing off to my right here on the court, and Waverly down here to the left, and they're all standing around waiting for this game to finish up. It's a 66-58 right now. Waverly is leading East Lansing with that 1:01 left in regulation.
So, yeah, people are still filing in here.
People not finding a parking spot.
You had trouble.
I've been here for a while. I got here, in the third quarter, and I was parked all the way around the other side of the building. Yeah. So
at least you didn't have to walk through the snow or anything like that.
Not yet.
At least the storm didn't get you. You're supposed to get here, tomorrow afternoon?
It's somewhere, it might start filing in, whatever you want to call, rolling in around 10 a.m. noonish area, and then potentially pick up as the day goes on. It's I think the winter storm warning was between 10 a.m. Friday to 7 p.m. Saturday. So there's that 24-hour plus window there for it to possibly hit. And so I know LCC's already closed, closer campus for tomorrow in anticipation of it because Lansing Community College is already closed because of they're thinking it's going to be bad, but they want to keep people.
And a lot of high schools have decided to close school tomorrow.
Yep.
So, generally speaking, of the athletic events that are scheduled for tomorrow, if there's no school, they don't play.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. That doesn't always happen, but in general, that is the rule of thumb.
If it's not safe enough to get you to school, then it's not safe enough for you to play a sport later on in the evening, right? So.
High school basketball is brought to you in part tonight and all season long by the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And, of course, Dowding Industries. If you're wondering what your future holds, and you're not going to college, you found out college isn't for you. Check out the future that skilled trades can offer you. You'll be surprised. Check them out at doubtingindustries.com. That's, of course, Jeff and Chris Metz and their fantastic staff. So we've pretty much given you, well, I haven't quite given you everything. I did have a chance to talk to both coaches before we went on the air tonight. We got starting lineups to get to, and you've got some other notes that I think people would want to know about before we get things going.
Just because of the history and things, especially going back to last season, you mentioned Waverly won the CAAC Blue. They split in the regular season with East Lansing. Waverly won the first matchup, January 12th, 49-37, and then it was a close one at East Lansing after that. It was 68-61. That one was right here in this building.
I think we did that game, didn't we?
Yep, we did. And then the district final ended up being a big win for East Lansing. Yep. We did that game as well. That was at Waverly.
That was at St. John's.
Or St. John's. It was at St. John's.
St. John's High School.
And then that was 67-50. East Lansing won that one rather convincingly. We were surprised at the outcome of that ball game coming into it because obviously Waverly being the blue champions and then matching up with East Lansing and then Trojans. They jumped on them early and kept that lead up.
They did. Waverly made a run at them, but East Lansing was able to hold on and able to win by 17 points, and that propelled East Lansing on their run through the regionals and into the quarterfinals.
They lost to Muskegon in that one, 59-43.
At Caledonia High School, foul trouble just ravaged East Lansing in that game, and they were just unable to beat that outstanding Muskegon squad.
We talked about, East Lansing 8-0, haven't lost a ball game. Waverly 8-2, and about only having played one conference game so far for each of these teams because they've been playing out of conference. They've been playing a lot of holiday tournaments and teams out of the Mid-Michigan area. Yep. East Lansing's why they're considered number one by a lot of teams, and the teams they've already beaten so far this year include West Bloomfield, Birmingham Seaholm, not as much of a threat.
Right.
Saline, Detroit Martin Luther King. River Rouge.
That's their closest game of the season. They won that by 6.
Yep, River Rouge. Grand Blanc, and then the local ones, they beat Lansing Catholic, obviously, and then they beat Lansing Everett. That was their lone conference victory in that one. So they've traveled and played a lot of teams not around this area.
Yep. So
King, a good team. River Rouge, obviously a very good team.
Yeah, historically
West Bloomfield, a large school as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Waverly, they've got their wins. They've beaten King as well themselves. They've beaten River Rouge as well.
Yep.
So both these teams have played. They beat Flint, Carmen, Ainsworth, Zeeland East, Sexton, Holt, which is their only conference victory, and then they just beat Jackson this past Tuesday.
So both teams have a huge, CAAC Blue schedule for the remainder of this month. Oh, by the way, in next month, the state tournament begins.
Yeah, already.
Here we are. It's January 11th, and yes, technically speaking, the state tournament begins next month. February 26th is opening night.
That very last week. Yep.
Because the boys started a week earlier than the girls.
Yep.
So their state finals will be a week earlier than the girls at the Breslin Center coming up for them in mid-March. Of course, the girls will play after that, the weekend after that. And, of course, you'll hear all state championship games right here on the game 730 MWVFN, your trusted source for high school sports coverage. This game is now over in JV action. Waverly beat East Lansing 69-58. So we'll get this thing going here in about 15 minutes time.
Yeah, they put 15 up instead of 20, thankfully.
Oh, they just changed it to 20.
Oh, man. Well, I jinxed it, apparently.
You did.
Even though I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx. We're not in the middle of a game anyway, so that's not a broadcaster jinx.
Okay. All right.
They did put 15 up to start. Last week, our game, we did between Charlotte and Sexton. They put 15 minutes up between the varsity girls game and the varsity boys.
We will have a game next week here on the game 730 MWVFN, but we'll take a look at the schedule over the weekend and see if we have any potential conflicts with Michigan State sports, because that's always a factor, and figure out what game we will be doing next week. But we will have action next week. And don't forget, recap everything in the Mid-Michigan area tomorrow, 10 a.m. until 11.
Tomorrow's Friday.
That's correct. Yes, Saturday. Thank you. Yes, Saturday, 10 a.m. until 11. It is High School Rewind here on the game 730 a.m. WVFN. Brian Calloway is going to join me and possibly one of these coaches, either Rod Watts or Ray Mitchell. Rod Watts of Waverly, Ray Mitchell for East Lansing will join me on the show. But who the heck knows? It could be somebody else. But going back, the game I was at on Tuesday night, our second choice for broadcasting this week was the game that happened on Tuesday night at Lansing Catholic High School. And it was Portland at Lansing Catholic girls basketball. And man, Lansing Catholic really put it to them in the first half. 7 3-point baskets in the first half, 11 for the game, and they wiped out an excellent Portland team. Lansing Catholic has 3 losses on the season, but they've been all outstate teams. Everybody in this area, they've blown out pretty convincingly, including on Tuesday night. And Portland's a really good team, but Catholic, man, and Gabby Hallowell has been outstanding so far this season. She's been their leading scorer. She had 16 points in their big victory the other night over Portland.
Portland's first losses, too. Yes. We're 7-0 coming into this one, 3-0 in CAAC White Conference. And then, yeah, that big one, Lansing Catholic winning it, improving their record of 4-3 now in that one. But huge win for the Cougars on Tuesday. We were debating about that last week when we were broadcasting. What game we're going to do? We're going to do Tuesday. We're going to do Thursday.
Yep. But
we were leaning this way.
Yeah, we were leaning this way and decided to do this one. But, yeah, that was one we were considering as I pull out my notes here for Portland and Lansing Catholic. It was 21-9 at the end of the first quarter, 34-13 at the half. And it was a pretty even game after that. Portland played better and harder in the second half, but they were just unable to win. The final was 62 to 34. So,
big first half for Lansing Catholic.
Yep, that was just the difference in that contest. Both teams are warming up here at East Lansing High School, and yes, it is a jammed gymnasium. Yeah, it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be an overflow crowd, Eric. You know that's happening.
They'll allow as many people as they can. Fire marshal will allow. I mean,
over 2,000.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it would be somewhere around 2,000. And both teams are warming up now, and we'll take time.
Even the ring up here above is starting to fill up for standing room.
Exactly. So, really excited for this one here at East Lansing High School. We'll take a timeout, and we will come back. We've got to get the starting lineups. We'll do that. And I had a chance to talk to both coaches before this contest. Waverly coach Rod Watts and East Lansing coach Ray Mitchell. We'll get to that coming up on the other side. You're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage, the game 738 WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network, brought to you by Dowding Industries and the Lansing Sports Commission.
WVFN.
Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love here at East Lansing High School for this big matchup between the Warriors of Waverly, 8-2 overall, and the Trojans of East Lansing at 8-0. Brock Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love here. Looking forward to this one. We're about 15 minutes away from tip-off. The freshman and junior varsity games went a bit long. Happens sometimes. So we're going to start this game after 7:30 tonight. Taking a look at, I had a chance to talk to both coaches. First, the Waverly's head coach, Rod Watts, the Waverly alum. He's in his third season at Waverly. He told me, need to stay in front of them. Really need to limit scoring opportunities if possible. Win the war on the boards. Limit them to one shot. And he says, and he mentioned this again, rebounds and turnovers are absolutely key for his team.
So that was, you and I were talking about before this game started, before we got on the air at least, about rebounding. I thought it was going to be probably the biggest issue for Waverly in this one because undersized for the most part. I'm not going to say the starting lineup at the moment, but I'm just going to say that, a couple of the guys are under 6 foot, and no one is under 6 foot for East Lansing.
No.
By any means.
Yeah, so...
I think rebounding probably the biggest key, at least we're going to talk about keys for me, rebounding for Waverly at least.
East Lansing coach Ray Mitchell in his 6th season told me before the game, really want to make sure they protect the ball and be ready to adjust to any defense that Waverly plays. He expects maybe a hodgepodge, man, zone, press, full court, half, whatever, just about anything. He's prepared for anything, he told me.
I feel like East Lansing, even with the height advantage, that Waverly might have the speed advantage out there as far as some of the smaller guards, and maybe the press for Waverly, if they break something out, would give them an advantage in that and be able to lead to some easy points in this one.
Let's take a look at the standings around the Mid-Michigan area right now. Let's start in the CAAC blue. Okemos is a 2-0 overall in the blue, 2-0 in the blue, 8-1 overall. East Lansing and Waverly are both 1-0 in the league. East Lansing, of course, undefeated. Waverly is 8-2. DeWitt and Grand Ledge are at 1-1 in league play. DeWitt 8-2. They lost earlier this week. And Grand Ledge is at 6-3. They won earlier this week. They're playing Okemos tonight. Everett is 0-2 in league play, as is Holt. But Everett, respectable 3-3 record, and Holt won earlier this week in non-conference play. They are 3-5 overall. In the CAAC Red, Mason's the leader right now. They're 3-0 overall. They are 3-0 in the league, 8-2 overall. Eastern and Williamston both 2-1 in the league. Eastern is 5-4 overall. Williamston 5-7. And St. John's, who had a hot streak recently, they went up to Reed City and won the Reed City tournament. We're playing a lot better. Cooled off a bit right now. They're 1-2 in the league, 6-7 overall, and it's been a struggle for Hazlitt and Fowlerville this year. Hazlitt 1-2 in the league, 1-8 overall. Fowlerville is winless in the league, 0-3. They are 3-5 overall. In the CAAC White, the team we saw last Friday night, Sexton, they're 4-0 in the league now, 5-4 overall. But they're chased by Charlotte, Portland, and Olivet. Charlotte is 3-1 in the league. They're 7-2 overall. Portland 3-1 in the league, 7-1 overall. Olivet 3-1 in the league. They are 7-3 overall. Looks like it's going to be those four teams to the end, Doc, because Eaton Rapids is 2-2, 5-4 overall. Ionia is 1-3 in the league, 5-4 overall. And Lansing Catholic and Lakewood haven't won in the league yet. They're both 0-4. Catholic really struggling at 1-8, and Lakewood at 1-9. In the CMAC, Langsburg undefeated. There are only two undefeated teams left in the boys. It's Langsburg and East Lansing. Langsburg 8-0. They won earlier this week, won easily. Their streak is something like 35 of their last 37 games dating back to 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just remarkable.
Xander Woodruff had a huge game on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Huge game. I think it was 38 points, if I remember. They're 8-0 overall, 6-0 in the CMAC. PW right behind them, 5-1 in the league, 8-1 overall. Their only loss to Langsburg at home in December in overtime.
Yes.
And it looks like it's going to be those two teams to the end. Although Fowler is 4-2 in the league, can't count them out. They're 5-5 overall. Perry and Dansville lost last night, 3-3 in the league, 4-5 overall. Perry and Portland St. Pat's did not play last night because of weather and road issues, so they'll have to make that up later on in the season. Perry on the winning side, though, 3-2 in the league. They're 6-2 overall. And that's about the top six right there. Potterville's at 2-4, St. Pat's 2-3. All those teams are below 500. But Bath won their first game of the season just the other night, last night actually. They're 1-5 in the league. They're 1-9 overall. Other teams that have good records right now: Stockbridge is 7-4, Ovid Elsie is 6-3, Weberville is 5-5, and Maple Valley is at 4-4. So those are the top teams in the boys right there. Taking a look at that. There is only two undefeated teams on the girls, and they're not who you would expect. Not Lansing Catholic, not Portland, because they lost to Catholic on Tuesday night. It's 6-0 Bath on the girls' side. They're 4-0 in the CMAC, and I guess this isn't a surprise. Ovid Elsie in Division III, they're 8-0 right now, and they were quarterfinalists last year, and they had a lot of players back from last year, including Ava Bates.
I was going to say, that's not a surprise for me, at least for Ovid Elsie. Bath being 6-0 is a little bit of a surprise for the girls' side. They haven't been at the tops of the CMAC in a while now. It's been a lot of Fowler and Palmbos, Westphalia, and Langsburg.
Last year, Dansville.
And Dansville, you're right,
Megan Zeitz, 1,000-point career score. She's terrific. Dansville's only got one loss this season. They're 4-0 in the CMAC. They're 5-1 overall. And Fowler, 5-0 in the league, 7-1 overall. We already talked about Bath. Langsburg and St. Pat's, very competitive, 3-1. Both are 3-1 in the league, 4-2 overall. So that's the top five right there. Others you need to pay attention to. We already talked about Portland and Catholic. Those teams are really, really good. Ovid Elsie at 7-0. Morris at 6-1. Leslie is 5-2 on the season. And on the girls, in the CAAC Blue, DeWitt 7-1 overall. Holt is 6-3. And both of those teams are 2-0 in league play. So that's taking a look at the standings. Of course, we'll recap everything the week that was. Boys and girls basketball coming up on Saturday, 10 a.m. until 11. It's High School Rewind. Well, you heard what the coaches told me. What are your keys to victory for both teams?
I touched on it a little earlier with Waverly and the rebounding. I think for Coach Rod Watt's squad, got to go put a body on somebody. Depending on what defense they're going to run out there, it doesn't matter. You got to put a body on somebody and keep them off of the glass. You cannot give up second, third, fourth chance opportunities for this Trojan team, because they'll put it up on you. They'll put some points up on you rather easily. And then for Waverly, not as deep as East Lansing as far. The Trojans talked about they can run 8, 9, 10 guys, it seems like, for Coach Ray Mitchell. I think foul issues could be a problem for Waverly. If Deontay Pfeiffer, Derek Thomas II, one of those guys gets into foul trouble early,
yeah, could be a problem.
They would have some issues for sure. And then, just being able to handle the crowd tonight, we're going to have, this is probably 2,000 people.
They're still coming in on the balcony here. There is no room in the bleachers, and it is going to be SRO, standing room only here at East Lansing. They know this is the game.
It's tough to win on the road. It's tough to win on the road in a conference game, too. So being able to handle that one will be tough. For East Lansing here at home, keys for them, you want Cam Hudson to get started early. You want KJ Torbert to get started early. JL Branson as well. Those guys, that's their top 3 guys out there. But I think, if you can get Charlie Baker some touches early on, BJ Wyndham out there playing good defense, maybe some of the guys come off the bench could do something. Maybe Duarte Sams, Cameron Essel, whatever it may be. One of those guys could come in. I think it really comes down to, who's going to get started early for them, who's going to keep it going. Rebounding, obviously, going to be a big issue for them. East Lansing, tall, long, lengthy. I think that they obviously want to win that, want to get a lot of second chance opportunities out of that one. And then for the Trojans, thirdly, to win here at home and to keep this streak alive, I think it's just, keep the extra outside things out.
The outside noise, so to speak?
Mute the outside noise and don't listen to all these, they're the best team in the state. Don't let that get into your head and relax.
These are high school kids. These are high school kids.
Yep, these are
stuff
still
like
kids.
That can do that.
Yeah, so you got to force that kind of stuff out, close it down, and just focus on what you need to do in the ball game and move on to the next one.
Still got a few minutes here to go here before we get things started here at East Lansing High School. And both teams still doing their warm-ups here. East Lansing is going to be wearing their home white uniforms with blue numerals and red trim, and they got a checkerboard design down the sides of their uniforms, their shirts. Shirts, that is. Waverly will be wearing their road black uniforms with gold numerals.
I think the checkerboard is new for East Lansing, isn't it? I don't remember seeing that in the past.
Yep. So we're just about ready to go here in a few minutes.
Late start because of the freshman and JV games.
Yep, running a bit long. Happens sometimes. And of course, we want to thank the Lansing Sports Commission and of course Doubting Industries, Jeff and Chris Metz and their great staff for sponsoring our coverage, not only tonight, but all season long. We will have a game next week, but Eric and I will talk over the weekend, figure out what games to do, and
it's too early for us to make a decision like that.
Well, last week we were able to do it. This week with the weather and everything, and with other personal issues, i.e. for me, car issues.
Oh, okay.
So that was a little more important. So we'll figure something out maybe as soon as tomorrow. We'll see. But we will have a game. Got to check the schedule and see if there's any conflict with Michigan State sports. And if there are, we may have to adjust the dates. Like we told you, might be Tuesday, might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, might be Friday. We don't know on a weekly basis. Could be a boys' game, could be a girls' game.
We don't know what the weather's going to be like.
And we don't know what the weather's going to be like. We know that, there isn't going to be any school for just about everybody on Monday, as it's Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Yep.
And but there are going to be some games on Monday.
I know it's supposed to be cold next week.
It's supposed to
bitterly
be
cold.
Yes. But it's Michigan.
It's been a pretty...
We can't complain.
No, it's been a pretty mild winter so far.
We can't complain at all.
We had rain and stuff around Christmas time, so it was 52 on Christmas Day. So
well, yeah, I can't complain about that.
Usually it's in the 20s.
But it really stinks when it was raining earlier in the week and one of your windshield wipers just goes kaput.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Driver's side.
Yeah, it went away, huh?
Kaput.
Oh, all right. That's
so
tough.
I was in a little bit of a foul mood, let's be honest.
Yeah,
if I'd had to do a game on Tuesday, I wouldn't have probably been in the best moods. But we're in a better mood tonight because we got a good one here tonight. Two of the really good teams. And this could be the first 3 meetings because they potentially could play each other in the districts down at Mason High School. And that's going to be a loaded district with East Lansing, Waverly, and yes, the host school, Mason, who's probably going to win the CAAC Red again this year.
That's too many good schools in one little bracket.
Somebody really, really good, multiple teams that are really, really good won't even get out of that district.
Yeah. Which is sad. You look that, we're looking far ahead, obviously, at this point, but nevertheless, you hate to see when you pack in a district full of top-tier talent like that.
Yep.
I understand it's a location thing, and it's a class thing, and it's a division thing.
You don't want to, you don't want to seed the tournament like 1 to 130 because then there's massive travel issues.
Yep.
Understand that, and it's the way it's always been. And by the way, the MHSA will be celebrating their 100th boys basketball tournament coming up next year. This is year number 99.
All right.
Next year will be year number 100.
100 years of tournament basketball.
And there'll be more stuff. You'll be hearing a lot more stuff about high school basketball and all of that, because next year will be the 100th boys basketball tournament. That's pretty remarkable.
It is,
going
actually.
back to the mid-1920s. That's wild. So, Doc, just the atmosphere here. This is what high school basketball is all about here.
This is what I expected. I expected this to be a sellout type, atmosphere. I expected there to be standing room, and people are still trying to get in here at this point. They're looking for seats, and there are no seats to be had in the stands. I think maybe 1 or 2 in the student section. That's about it. Everybody else is standing around. Thankfully, they have blocked off a section for us media folks.
Yes, necessary.
I know they've got a crew next to us, and then they've got us as well. So there's a couple of cameramen up here for both schools. So it's nice that we have our own little area. Sometimes it's I always get that.
So
I've sat in the stands and broadcasted before.
We've done that many times. Yeah, we've done that many times. We've done games outdoors for football. That's not fun.
Nope, I don't enjoy that.
No, but hey, it happens sometimes, unfortunately.
Especially in Michigan in the fall.
Yes,
and
you
playoff
never
time.
know.
It's cold usually. I don't want to be outside broadcasting in the cold. Pens don't work very well when you're trying to write things down either.
No.
When it gets cold out like that.
So we're preparing here for this big game here in the CAAC Blue.
40 seconds left on the warm-up clock here.
Yep. And yeah, you can just feel the energy in this building tonight. You just know it's a big game.
Keep an eye out for X factors in this ball game.
Yeah, X factors.
Somebody to come off the bench and maybe spark a team. Give somebody, either Coach Ray Mitchell or Coach Rod Watts, give them some unexpected minutes or some extra positive minutes out there, and get a steal, get a couple of rebounds, maybe play some solid D, whatever it may be, get a couple of buckets. Those X factor guys sometimes they can turn a ball game around. Sometimes the starters aren't getting it done, and you bring in somebody off the bench, and they get it done.
So we're just about ready to go here from Waverly High School.
East Lansing High School.
What did I say?
You said Waverly High School.
I meant East Lansing High School. I'm all confused.
You're good.
Right now. But we're just about ready to go here. And we're glad to join you here for this ball game.
Having some temporary computer issues, hoping to work it out here before the national anthem.
And let's see here. It comes up here. And yes, we'll take a timeout and we will come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Brock Palmbush, Erik Doc Love here at East Lansing High School. For Waverly at East Lansing, we got the computer bugs figured out, we think, at least for now, and we're now ready for the starting lineups for Waverly at East Lansing. Eric Doc Love, give those to everyone listening out there in Radio Land and on the Game730am.com and on our app, too, the Game730am app.
We'll start with the Warriors, the road team. In the backcourt, a junior, 5'8", number 2, Deshante Malone. A senior, 5'10", number 4, Kavandre Pena. Senior, 6'6", number 15, Deontay Pfeiffer. And the forwards tonight for the Waverly Warriors, junior, 6'6", number 11, Trey Miller. And the sophomore, 6'3", number 22, Derek Thomas II. So 2 Malone, 4 Pena, 11 Miller, 15 Pfeiffer, and 22 Thomas II. For the home team, the East Lansing Trojans. In the backcourt, a junior 6 number 1, B.J. Wyndham. Junior 6'6", number 5, Cam Hudson. Senior 6'1", number 11, Alan McGrew. And the forwards, a senior 6'2", number 33, Deontay Macy. And senior 6'4", number 40, Charlie Baker. So that's 1 Wyndham, 5 Hudson, 11 McGrew, 33 Macy, and 40 Baker. A couple changes in the lineup tonight for both teams.
Yeah. KJ Torbert not in the starting lineup for East Lansing, and Keenan Harris and Jace Harris not in the starting lineup for Waverly. But they have a good reason. Their older brother is Keyshawn Harris, a backup defensive back for the Michigan Wolverines. They were in Houston earlier this week, seeing more important things, like a national championship football game.
Yes, so they're working their way back into it, coming back from that one, but they have a little bit of excuse for that.
Waverly be going from left to right.
Waverly alum, by the way.
Yes, Keyshawn Harris. Yes. All right, jumping center for Waverly is number 11, Trey Miller. Jumping center for EL is Cam Hudson. Here we go. Ball in the air. Tip is won by East Lansing. Get the ball up ahead to number 11. That's Alan McGrew, and he had it blocked. Rebound came away, I believe, to Kavandre Pena.
You get the block, too, or no?
There was a block. Yeah, there was a block. So here's Waverly. Deontay Pfeiffer. Middle of the key to Trey Miller. Gets in the lane. Scoop layup is good.
Nice move.
Trey Miller gives Waverly the lead, 2-0, 30 seconds into this game.
Got the ball near the free throw line and put a spin move on Charlie Baker before laying it in.
Here's Wyndham. Passing to number 11, McGrew. Left side, Cam Hudson. Hudson driving, gets in the lane, lost the ball, out of bounds. It went off the backside of the Waverly player. That was 11, Trey Miller.
Yep.
2-0 Waverly, 7:15 to go, first quarter. And they get the ball in. Cam Hudson, 3. No. Rebound comes away to McGrew. They'll kick it back out. Here is Wyndham. That shot's no good. Macy gets it off to a teammate. The bank shot's no good. Derek Thomas II with the rebound. So give Macy a rebound and then give Derek Thomas II a rebound. 2-0 Waverly, 6:49 to go, first quarter. Deontay Pfeiffer, left side. Miller. Thought about it. That was Pena, rather. Back out to Pfeiffer. Out towards midcourt. He's going to drive on his man, McGrew. Fadeaway 3. Whoa, that's way off. No good. Rebound comes away to Cam Hudson. Hudson up ahead. McGrew blocked away. Out of bounds by Pfeiffer. You give him a block shot on that one?
Yes.
He was going up for the shot. Didn't raise the ball over his head, but it was blocked out of bounds. 2-0 Waverly. 6:31 to go, first quarter. Passed out to Cam Hudson out towards midcourt. Nearly a steal, and it was stolen. Stolen by number 2. That is number 2, Deshante Malone. And he puts it up and in. He stole the pass, got him from the backside, and it's 4-0 Waverly. Here's Wyndham. Up ahead to Charlie Baker. Layup, no, but he's fouled. See who the foul is on. Foul is on 22. That's Derek Thomas II. And Charlie Baker's going to go to the line for 2. 4-0 Waverly, 6:11 to go, first quarter. First one up, that's good.
That's one of the guys I mentioned can't get in foul trouble, Derek Thomas II.
Second one, that's good. East Lansing is on the board. It's 4-2 Waverly, 6:10 to go, first quarter. Brock Palmbos, Eric Doc Love, glad you're joining us from East Lansing High School. A packed gymnasium tonight, more than 2,000 people. Kavandre Pena guarded by Cam Hudson. He backs out towards midcourt, gets a screen, goes left side, driving down the lane, kicks it off to Derek Thomas II, and he lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
It's 6-2 Waverly. Get it up ahead to Cam Hudson against the pressure. They turn it over. Stolen away by Malone. Up ahead, Deontay Pfeiffer. Oh, he missed the layup. Rebound comes away to Charlie Baker. It was a contested layup, tough shot, but one he probably should have made.
Yeah, great steal, and then you're right. He had the shot attempt up there, but there were a couple of Trojans waiting to adjust it.
6-2 Waverly, 5:25 to go first quarter. Here's Alan McGrew. Over to B.J. Wyndham in the corner to Hudson. Hudson, double team, has to go left side. Wyndham looking for Deontay Macy. Doesn't use the screen, he's going to get in the lane. Layup is way off. Rebound comes away to Derek Thomas II. Up ahead to DeShonta Malone. Malone, Pfeiffer, three. That's no good. Ball tipped around, hustle for it, comes away to Trey Miller. Waverly's going to reset, up 6-2, 4:57 to go first quarter.
Yeah, Pfeiffer's couple of threes have been contested, and they're lucky to get the second possession here.
Here's Pfeiffer. Passes over left side, that's Malone, DeShonta Malone. Whoa, 25-footer. Deontay Pfeiffer, and he knocks it down. It's 9-2 Waverly.
He's not afraid to take those shots. He's been doing it for, 4 years now?
They inbound to McGrew. And now here's Alan McGrew. Got it in Wyndham, and now McGrew has it back. Back to Wyndham. 9-2 Waverly, 4:24 to go. Waverly coming out strong. Wyndham, right side Hudson, open three. No, rebound Deontay Macy. Put back, that's no good. Baker with the rebound. They'll kick it back out and they'll reset.
Hudson's gotten 2 good looks at the three and hasn't been able to make it.
Timeout, East Lansing. We'll take a 30-second break and come back ourselves on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVF.
WVF Lansing Sports Leader.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Love back here at a jam-packed East Lansing High School. 4:05 to go first quarter, coming out of an East Lansing 30-second timeout. I think a good timeout, Eric.
Yes. East Lansing looking a little bit out of sorts so far offensively.
And now KJ Torbert, number 2, is coming in the game for the first time. High post, Charlie Baker to Hudson. Here's a weave, and now we got a foul. It's going to be on Deontay Pfeiffer.
Another guy that can't pick up these early fouls. And he's just a little too aggressive on that weave.
That's his first, the team's second. Waverly's committed 2 team fouls. East Lansing hasn't committed any yet. 3:57 to go first quarter. Here's B.J. Wyndham. Top of the key. He's got a 5-second call on him. Has to get it high post Hudson. And now Baker.
Jalen Branson now in for East Lansing too.
Now they pass it inside on the cut. That's Cam Hudson on the cut. He lays it up and in. A badly needed basket for East Lansing. They trail now 9-4.
Their easiest look so far tonight.
Trey Miller with it, left side. Deontay Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer goes left side to Pena. Pena on the drive. Fades, gets it to Trey Miller, a 15-footer. That's no good. Rebound, Torbert. Across the timeline. He's going to drive on Pena. Takes it all the way to the hole. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, and he's fouled crossing midcourt by J.L. Branson.
A hand check foul.
That's Branson's first, the team first. 3:09 to go, first quarter.
Branson, the third highest leading scorer for this team, but a guy that comes off the bench and gives them the spark. That's where his minutes come from.
Here's Pfeiffer, guarded by Branson. Gets a screen, gets in the lane, puts a shot up. No good, little out of control, but he almost made it. Cam Hudson, the rebound.
He was looking for a foul. That's what he was trying to do.
He was looking for a foul. None coming, and East Lansing will reset. Down by 5, 9-4. Cam Hudson, 22-footer. That's too hard, no good. Rebound comes away to Derek Thomas II. Thomas outlets. Here comes Waverly, up 5. Here is DeShonta Malone. Gets into the lane, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes away to Baker for East Lansing. Here's Wyndham all the way. Gets it to Deontay Macy, whistle and a foul.
It's going to be 2 on Pfeiffer, Brock.
It might be Thomas.
No, it's Pfeiffer.
It is Pfeiffer. That's his second. Team third. And he was in the act of shooting, was Branson, so 2 free throws are coming. 2:25 to go first quarter. And the first story of this game, Deontay Pfeiffer, one of Waverly's best player, has 2 early fouls. J.L. Branson, free throw is good. Number 0, Keenan Harris, back in the game for the first time. So glad to hear that he got back from Houston safely.
His brother Jace.
Part of the rotation as well. We may see him later in the game. Here's Branson with the second free throw. That's good. He'll come out. Cam Essel, number 10, will come in for B.J. Wyndham. 9-6 Waverly, 2:25 to go, first quarter. And now, 2-2-1 full court press for East Lansing. First time we're seeing it. Inbounds to Pena. They cross the timeline with Keenan Harris. Get it back to Deshante Malone. Nice pass inside.
Wow.
Trey Miller layup is good.
Man. The dribble skills from Deshante Malone and the pass to find his teammate wide open.
It's 11-6 Waverly, 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Essel, guarded by Malone. Hands off to J.L. Branson. He gets into the lane all the way. Shot up. Yes. Yes, you can hear the crowd through our microphones. There's 2,000 people here, more than that, really.
Easily.
11-8 Waverly in the corner. Here's Harris, 3, no. Rebound, tipped around. It comes away to Baker for East Lansing. He's got 4 rebounds already. 11-8 Waverly over East Lansing. KJ Torbert dribbling against Keenan Harris. Into the corner to Branson. Branson driving, stops. He's going to shoot, but good defense by the Warriors.
And Derek Thomas had him one-on-one.
Down to 1:17 to go, first quarter. Essel over left side to Branson. Branson out high to Hudson. Right side, Essel. Essel to Torbert. Long 3. No. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. And it's going to stay with East Lansing. It went off of, looks like Derek Thomas II.
A long rebound ricocheted, and he couldn't handle it.
1:05 to go, first quarter. 11-8 Waverly. Cam Essel is going to inbound. And we're going to get another substitution. 32, DeQuacious DQ Stewart in the game. Baker goes out. 2 points, 4 rebounds for Baker. He's got to get his shirt tucked in. Now he does. Looking to get it in, and they do to Torbert. Torbert looking for Stewart. Now he's going to penetrate, puts a tough shot up, and it goes.
Great defense, better shot.
And now, what do we have?
Technical foul.
Technical foul on Torbert.
Yep.
That's his first. Goes as a team foul. It goes as a personal foul and a team foul. That's the second for Torbert. Or the second as a team. Torbert has 1 foul. And Deshante Malone's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Must have said something that the referee did not like.
Yep. Free throw is good. Malone has 3. It's 12-10 Waverly. Under a minute to go. Now, if Torbert gets another technical, not only is he ejected from this game, he faces further discipline.
As Malone sinks both.
He's got 4. It's 13-10 Waverly. Yes, he does have to be careful. These are kids, remember? And he's just a 10th grader. But I'm not surprised there's a lot of talking between these two teams. They know each other pretty well.
Some things you can't say.
Correct. There's a few words you can't say. Kevondre Pena against Torbert. In the corner. 3. Yes.
Miller.
That's Trey Miller. He's got 7. It's 16-10 Waverly. Under 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Cam Essel across the timeline. He's guarded by Deshante Malone. He gets triple teamed and has to kick it back out. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, excellent help defense there from Waverly.
Out high to Branson. No, that's Stewart, rather. Now they're doing a weave. Essel with it right side. Fakes to Torbert, gets in the lane, lost the ball, taken away.
Malone took it.
Up ahead, Trey Miller. Reverse layup. No. Rebound. Put back. No. Rebound, Branson. Thomas got the original rebound. Stewart actually got that rebound for East Lansing. Here's a deep 3 put up by Hudson. That's no good. We've reached the end of 1 quarter of play. Good first quarter of action. Waverly leads at 16-10 after 8 minutes. A 30-second break, and we're back on the game. 7:30 AM WVFN. Brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
Lansing Sports Leader, WVFN.
Palmbos, Erik, Love here at East Lansing High School. Waverly leading East Lansing 16-10 after 8 minutes of play. Action-packed first quarter here. Trey Miller, the star so far for Waverly. Not any of the big names, although Trey Miller's a good player for Waverly and a starter. He's got 7 points already. Him and Deshante Malone. Deshante Malone's defense has set up several buckets for the Warriors, and that's why they're up by 6 right now. Waverly gets the ball to start quarter number 2 on alternate possession. Keenan Harris gets the inbounds pass, guarded by B.J. Wyndham. They go right side, Deontay Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, guarded by Branson, gets a screen. Now he gets double teamed, picked up his dribble. He's in trouble, but he's able to get it to Harris. Harris, guarded by Torbert. Or that's Wyndham, rather. In the corner, Pena. Pena, middle of the key. Miller, stolen. Charlie Baker, up ahead to Torbert. Left side, Cam Hudson, driving down the lane. Tried to jam it. He missed the jam. Kavandre Pena with a rebound for Waverly. He's still got it. Tried to get it to a teammate, and now a scrum for it, and they're still scrumming for it. Torbert comes away with it for East Lansing. He's going to take it all the way. Layup, good. Torbert with 4. It's 16-12 Waverly. Right side, here is Derek Thomas. He's double teamed. Kicks it in the corner to Pfeiffer. A deep 2. Yes. That's a deep 2. Pfeiffer with 5. It's 18-12 Waverly. A nice job by Thomas of being able to just find Deontay Pfeiffer out of that double team. B.J. Wyndham guarded by Harris. Right side, Hudson. Left side, that's Branson, and now Torbert. 3. Yes. Rattled it in. He's got 7, 18-15 up ahead. Here is Deontay Pfeiffer in the lane. Banker is no good. Rebound comes away to Pfeiffer. Shot up, blocked by Baker. Another rebound for Pfeiffer and a held ball. And it's going to go to East Lansing. These are Thomas taking these shots, not Pfeiffer. What'd I say, Pfeiffer? You did. So give him a couple of rebounds, actually. Who had the block? Baker. Baker, okay. I got Thomas with 4 rebounds. He might have more than that. He's got 6. 6, yep. I mistakenly gave Pfeiffer the 2 rebounds. Wyndham. Dribbling down the lane. Scoop shot layup. That teardrop, actually. No. Rebound, Baker. Put back, yes. Baker's got 5 rebounds to go with 4 points. It's 18-17 Waverly. Back to the trap. Nearly a turnover. Stolen by Hudson. Hudson up ahead to Branson. Jam! Branson has 6. It's 19-18 East Lansing. 5:40 to go, second quarter. Here's Malone with it in the lane. Has to kick it out to Harris. Harris inside. Trey Miller blocked. Comes away to Hudson. Hudson up ahead to Torbert. Layup. Yes. Torbert with 9. Timeout Waverly. See if it's, well, we're going to keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout for Waverly. So, nope, it's a full timeout. They just changed it. We'll stay right here either way, Doc, and a necessary timeout here. Absolutely. East Lansing on a huge run right now and turning things around. The fast break out of these defensive stops. They got a couple of turnovers out of it and led to some easy points, including the slam. Absolutely. The slam by Branson. He's got 6 points. Torbert has 9. Baker has 4. To go with 5 rebounds and a block so far. You're talking about Branson and Torbert. These are guys that came off the bench tonight, not even starters. 5:24 to go in the second quarter. We'll have This Week in High School Sports with John Ross coming up at halftime, which is 5 minutes and 24 seconds of game time away. No fouls yet here in this second quarter. And Coach Rod Watts not happy with the officiating right now. He was making a point. Been some contact. Yes. You know, they talk about that trap there. There's been a lot of contact with some players, but the refs have let some things go. I don't know. It wasn't egregious, but there was contact. I was wondering how Waverly was going to handle the East Lansing trap. Did a good job in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, EL has ramped it up. EL's got a 3-point lead, 21-18, after trailing pretty much the entire game so far. And the inbound to Derek Thomas II. Looks like it's a 1-2-2 full court press. Pfeiffer has it. Pfeiffer wearing number 15. They get across the timeline to Thomas. Thomas over to Malone. DeShante Malone wearing number 2, guarded by Torbert. He's going to get inside Malone. Lost the ball momentarily. Got it to a teammate. We got a whistle and an East Lansing foul.
Wyndham knocked the ball away initially.
It's going to be on Hudson. That's his first, team first, here in this quarter. 5:02 to go, first half. We'll get an ID here in just a second as we cross the 8 o'clock hour. Here's Pfeiffer with it. Pfeiffer guarded by Branson. Pfeiffer driving, fading from 18. No. Rebound comes away to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, left side, gets inside. That shot is, it's up and blocked by Hudson. And it comes away to Torbert. Torbert all the way. Travel.
Yep. Too many steps.
He got the rebound, took it all the way, and yes, he took an extra step. Really no argument there. 21-18, East Lansing. Now here comes Waverly, and they travel.
Same thing.
That was number 1, Louis McLeod, who just came in the game for Waverly. He just traveled. So number 1, Louis McLeod in the game for the first time for the Warriors. 21-18, East Lansing, 4:23 to go. First half. Wyndham with it. Top of the key. Goes left side to Torbert. Torbert back to Wyndham, looks at his coach. All right, what play do you want us to run? Here they go. Here's Branson. Fade from 3. No. Rebound comes away to McLeod. McLeod up ahead to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer across the timeline. He's going to take it all the way. Scoop shot out of control. No good. Baker the rebound. Up ahead to East Lansing. Wyndham to Hudson. All the way. Layup. Yes. He's got 4. It's 23-18. DeShante Malone across the timeline. Takes it himself. Gets it to McLeod. A 3. Yes.
Wide open in the corner.
Wide open in the corner. They broke the pressure. It's 23-21. Huge basket for Waverly.
Yeah, nice response to slow down this Trojans run.
3:25 to go. Here's Branson with it, left side. Nice cut inside. Torbert, yes.
Moving without the ball, man.
Torbert has 11 to go with a couple of rebounds. It's 25-21 East Lansing. 3:10 to go first half. Against the pressure again. Now it's more of a half-court trap. They get it to Malone. Malone, guarded by Branson. He gets inside. Floater, yes.
Over the top of Baker, too.
Malone's got 6. It's 25-23.
His yo-yo dribble and his basketball skills are impressive out there against these guys.
2:45 to go first half. Wyndham across the way to Hudson. Hudson on the drive, guarded by Pfeiffer. No. Comes away to Baker. Bank shot, no. Scrum for it. We're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on East Lansing. I think it's Baker. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
His first, the team's second.
Hudson, it wasn't really a shot attempt. He just kind of lost it.
Can't really give anybody credit for a rebound. Nobody got control of it.
Yeah. Essel back in for East Lansing. And number 23, Noah Lopez, the senior, comes in for the first time.
Okay. 2:30 to go first half. Across the timeline to Malone. Malone. Miller, 18-footer. Banker, no good. Branson the rebound. Here comes EL up ahead to Torbert. Torbert, 2-on-2, all the way. No. Rebound Wyndham. Put back, nobody's fouled. No, that was Branson who got that rebound. I'm sorry.
And the second foul on Derek Thomas the second.
So Pfeiffer with 2 fouls. Derek Thomas the second with 2 fouls. Just the first foul of the quarter. Branson has 6 points and a couple of rebounds, looking to increase the EL lead. It's good. As we cross the 8 o'clock hour, I want to let you know you're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage. The game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN East Lansing, a Town Square media station. Kavandre Pena back in the game for the Warriors. Second one. Yep. 27-23, East Lansing, 2:15 to go. Malone all the way. No, but he's fouled. On the way to the basket, he was fouled by East Lansing. It'll be the third team foul. And 23, that's Noah Lopez, his first. Team third, team fouls right now, 3 for East Lansing, 1 for Waverly. 2:10 to go, first half. Malone to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line, and I just jinxed him because he missed it.
You didn't. You were just giving stats.
27-23, East Lansing. Second one. No, it's that one. Rebound comes away to Hudson.
First was short, second was long.
East Lansing with the ball, down to 2 minutes to go in the half. Essel goes right side to Torbert, across the way to Branson, who we thought about a three, he didn't take it. Looking for a screen, he gets it. Now he's going to drive, gets in the lane, whistle and a foul.
Nope,
no,
travel. The travel came before the contact.
Charlie Baker back in the game. Going out is Noah Lopez. 27-23. East Lansing in the lead. Real good second quarter for them.
Only put up 10 in the first quarter, and I've already got 17 in this one.
Malone across the way. Gets it into the front court. Over to Deontay Pfeiffer. Excuse me. Guarded by Branson. Pfeiffer. Still with the ball. Goes left side. That's McLeod. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Pfeiffer did think about a 25-footer. Now he takes a 20-footer and knocks it down.
Better shot, despite the good defense by Branson.
Pfeiffer has 8. It's 27-26, East Lansing. Minute 15 to go. Essel is double-teamed, lost the ball. Taken away, and now we got a foul on Cam Essel.
He just grabbed Deshante Malone. The double team came real quick. He didn't expect it.
You know what? That could have been an intentional foul, and Coach Rod Watts is calling for it. You can make the case, Doc.
I would say it was, because he literally grabbed the guy so that they couldn't actually run down and score.
And now Coach Rod Watts is getting a warning from the officials.
That's a warning you'll live with, because you got to make your point in that. I think that wasn't an intentional foul.
And it's going to be a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Waverly. They have 3 timeouts left. East Lansing has 4. We'll keep it right here. 1:11 to go in the first half. East Lansing up 27-26. High school basketball on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Brought to you by Dowding Industries, recognizing the effort and commitments these athletes have given to this sport every single night. These memories will be with you for the rest of your life. Find out more at dowdingindustries.com. And by the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. Brock Palmbush, Erik Doc Love here. 27-26. East Lansing over Waverly. 1:11 to go in the first half. Looking to get it in. They do to Derek Thomas. Thomas back to Pena. 3. That's short, no good. Rebound comes away to Wyndham for EL. Wyndham gets it into the front court. He's double-teamed, and he dribbles out of the double-team back towards midcourt. Under a minute to go. Taken away. Nope, tipped away back into the backcourt. 50 seconds to go, and now number 1, McLeod, who played really good defense, takes a foul. That'll be his first, the team's second. Waverly with 2 team fouls, East Lansing with 4.
The Waverly Warrior contingent not happy with that one.
Wyndham with it to Hudson. Lost it momentarily, now he lost it again. Deshante Malone all the way. Reverse layup, nobody's fouled. That's going to be on Hudson. That's his second.
Tell you what, we came into this one talking about the height advantage for East Lansing. These smaller guards for Waverly are causing some havoc out there.
They are.
McLeod, Malone, Pena.
Malone, first of 2. Yep.
And for East Lansing, 11, Alan McGrew. Out goes Hudson with his 2. They don't want to pick up that third one right before the half.
Here's the second. That's no good. Rebound. Reverse layup is good. Derek Thomas. He's got 7 rebounds to go with 4 points. Wow. It's 29-27 Waverly. A 3-point trip. Wyndham with it. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. He's going to take it all the way. Layup. No, but a foul. Late call, Doc, but I think it's the right one.
Yeah, got undercut just a little bit by Kavandre Pena.
Foul was on Pena. His first, the team third. "16 seconds to go in the quarter, or in the first half, rather.
You're right. 16 seconds left in the quarter, second quarter.
The first one is up. It's no good.
Wyndham left that one a little short.
Yep, he's yet to score here tonight. Second one is no good. And it's taken away.
Branson,
3. No. Is it going to go out of bounds? Yes, it is. And then we got a foul here.
Yeah, Torber. Nope, it's just out of bounds.
Oh, wow. So what, give Thomas the rebound there after the missed free throw?
Yep.
I got Thomas with 8 rebounds.
Yep, and then the steal, and then Branson missed it.
9 seconds to go. Up ahead, Pfeiffer with it, across the timeline. Waverly ahead, 29-27. He's triple teamed, forces a 3. No, but he's fouled. It's going to be on number 3, Branson. That's his second. Wow.
Had the double team out there.
Forced up a 3.
They're saying it's 2 shots, not 3.
They say his foot was on the 3-point line. And obviously, if it's on the 3-point line, it's just 2 free throws. First one, good.
Rattled that one in.
30-27 Waverly. 2.3 seconds left in this half. Here's the second.
I guess it is 3.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, apparently the officials talked about it and did give him 3 free throws. 31-27 Waverly. No, missed. He purposely missed it, but it did not hit the rim.
No. So no shot on that, right? They don't count that as a shot, do they?
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to talk about something real quick here.
.6 seconds left. Are they going to put the clock? They may put the clock back the way it was. They
2.3.
Yep, they put the clock back to 2.3 seconds.
Waverly going to press here
on this final possession. Can't say I blame them.
And turnover. Branson caught the ball, lost it, and it went inbounds and came right back out of bounds.
Wow. So now Deontay Pfeiffer's going to come back into the game, as he was out of the game with 2 fouls.
Give Waverly another chance.
Waverly, they get it in to number 1. That's McLeod. Shot up, no, and we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's Waverly 31, East Lansing 27. Doc, a really good first half of action here. Action-packed, reflective. It kind of reflects the big crowd here tonight. Big energy in the crowd tonight. Or big energy on the court tonight.
And
man, they're really into it.
Waverly had the lead there after the first, 16-10. East Lansing made that huge run to start the second quarter and build it up, and then the Warriors came right back with it and end up with this lead here at halftime. It looked like East Lansing was going to start running away a little bit there, and Rod Watts called a timeout for Waverly. They talked things over. They regrouped and settled things down again and regained this lead.
Taking a look at the stats here, I've got 9 free throw attempts for Waverly, 6 for 9 from the free throw line for Waverly. I got 11 points for KJ Torbert. 8 for JL Branson, 4 for Hudson. Cam Hudson, 4 for Charlie Baker. BJ Wyndham hasn't scored yet. He did miss 2 free throws. For Waverly, Deontay Pfeiffer, 10 points. Derek Thomas II, 4 points with 8 rebounds. Trey Miller, 7 points, 1 rebound. DeShante Malone, I have with 8 points. And Louis McLeod, who came into the ball game and gave him some good minutes in the first half, Doc. I got him with 3 points and 1 rebound. 6 for 9 from the free throw line I have. And they're honoring one of the East Lansing High School teams here at halftime. And trying to compute all the rebounds here. I've got 14 rebounds as a team for Waverly. I got 19 for East Lansing unofficially. We will get to This Week in High School Sports here. We are having computer issues here, so that's why we're keeping it right here.
Apparently our computer decided to update in the middle of this game. That's bad timing for that one.
You throw your hands up for that.
Yeah.
But, going over the stats here, Doc, I have leading the way for Waverly is Deontay Pfeiffer. He's got 10 points. DeShante Malone's been very good in this half. He's got 8 points. And Trey Miller got off to a good start in the first quarter. He's got 7. Those are the leaders for Waverly. East Lansing, KJ Torbert did not start tonight, but he's got 11 points. JL Branson has 8 points. Charlie Baker, 4 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. Cam Hudson, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a block as well. Of course, this is all unofficial. Both teams have a couple of blocks as a team. 19 rebounds as a team for East Lansing, 14 for Waverly. Pretty good first half so far. Really good action. Keys to the second half, Doc?
Well, for East Lansing, take care of the ball. They turn the ball over on numerous amounts of times here, have the Trojans, because of the great defensive backcourt play by Waverly in this one. So I think taking care of the ball is the biggest one for East Lansing. And 2 for them. Man, I don't know. Rebounding's been pretty good. You said they have the rebounding battle at the moment, right?
I've got 19 for East Lansing, 14 for Waverly. You may have something different. I'll probably go with you. You're probably more accurate.
Well, nevertheless, I haven't done my official tallies yet for this one, but, Torbert's been good off the bench, obviously. Did have the tech, so you don't really want to see that. Branson's played well off the bench as well. They probably get Cam Hudson going in the second half. Only the 4 points. He's 2 for 7 in the ball game. Hasn't knocked down a 3-point shot, has Hudson. So I would think probably getting him going in the third quarter would help spark them. For Waverly, I love the balanced scoring, and I love the defensive pressure from the backcourt. They have the height disadvantage to East Lansing, but DeShante Malone has been wonderful with the ball.
Yeah, very surprising. I hadn't heard much about him. It's been Pfeiffer and Thomas all season long. But, man, he's been very good.
I say, if you were going to give a player the first half for Waverly, I'd give it to DeShante Malone easily.
Yeah, definitely could.
7. I got him for 7 points. We have to discuss it. He had 5 steals and 3 assists in that one. But his defensive pressure has been tremendous for them. Pfeiffer with the 10 points, and then Trey Miller had 7. All those coming in the first period. But nevertheless, Derek Thomas doing some great work on the rebounds. I think second half adjustments for them. Continue defensive pressure, but not getting any more foul trouble. I think probably staying out of foul trouble again would be the biggest thing for them. That was the number one thing for them coming into this one. Pfeiffer's got 2, and Derek Thomas has 2. You can't lose those guys early on in the second quarter. They'll be in trouble if either one of those guys or both of them have to go to the bench. And I think second them for Waverly, keep banging on the boards. You're losing the rebounding battle, but it's not a huge difference right now. You've got a 5-point battle right now between them. I think keep battling out there for the boards and pulling them down.
You talked about the fouls in the first half for Waverly. Pfeiffer has 2. Derek Thomas II has 2. For East Lansing, J.L. Branson has 2. Cam Hudson has 2. KJ Torbert has a technical on him, so one more technical and he's gone. And he would be subject to further discipline potentially by the MHSAA. We'll see. I would expect him to mind his P's and Q's, so to speak.
Yeah, you could talk. You just can't say certain phrases or words.
Yeah, and
when it comes to it.
And we're not down there. The officials are. They can hear stuff that we can't. So,
but a great first half. I mean,
action-packed, yeah.
Battle back and forth. Waverly had the good lead, 16-10 after the first. East Lansing made that huge run in the second quarter. And then Waverly settled things down and took it right back. And holding on to that 31-27 lead right now. We're trying to get our computer issues worked out again. There's a lot of people in here, to say the least.
Yep.
And so that has caused some of our problems.
Yep.
Maybe I can give you some scores if there's somebody else has updated
please.
some scores around the area. Even my phone is having some issues with the internet in here. I was connected to the East Lansing public Wi-Fi, but that didn't want to work for me at one point. So I've gone back to just the standard data, and it's very, very slow, to say the least.
Yep. My computer's really slow here, but keys to the second half as both teams getting ready to come out here for the second half. I mean, just a jammed crowd in here tonight at East Lansing High School. Just the kind of atmosphere you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
But, just having technical issues. These things happen. Unfortunately.
Let's see, girls basketball, Williamston 40, Fowlerville 20, end of third. Mason 59, Eastern 32. That was in CAAC red action for the boys. And I think the end of third, Quincy 31, Maple Valley 19. And let's see if I can get something else to load here. Hazlitt 21, St. John's 18 at the half. That's also boys basketball. And that's what I got for you.
Okay. Well, as they're coming back out onto the court, both teams are. Like you touched on it before, but keys to the second half first for East Lansing, the team that's trailing right now, 31-27.
Want Cam Hudson to get things going here in the third quarter. Has only got the 4 points so far. 4 points, 4 rebounds, a block, couple of assists, got a steal as well. I think getting him going offensively is going to be a big key for them. And staying out of foul trouble. I think staying out of foul trouble, I think, is both huge for both of these teams, with Branson and Hudson having 2 apiece. Dante Pfeiffer having, and Thomas having 2 apiece. For Waverly, I think foul issues could be, something going forward in this second half. And, that first 3 minutes of the second quarter, of the third quarter, is always big too. Who's going to come out here out of halftime and make a run, so to speak? Who's going to come out fresh? Who's going to make those adjustments at halftime that are going to help propel their team to either a bigger lead or come back or whatever it may be? Both teams are back out real late.
They are, yes.
With under a minute left here on the clock to warm up. Nobody really even had a chance to warm up. Nobody taking any shots. It's more of a strategy game here at this point.
I guess.
Than a warm-up type.
So here we go. Quarter number 3.
East Lansing gets the ball to start.
They'll be going from...
Oh, no, excuse me. Waverly does. My bad.
Waverly's going to get the ball to start. And here we go. They get it in to Deontay Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer goes left side to Pena. Here's Deshante Malone. Pfeiffer gets into the lane, stops, fades from 12. Yes.
Wow. No, more excellent defense from J.L. Branson, but Pfeiffer just able to elevate over him and roll the ball in.
Here is Torbert. Gets in the lane, and he's fouled. I think it's going to be on Pena. It is.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Correct.
His second, the team first. I don't think it's going to be free throws here.
No, it was on the court.
They get it in. Hudson puts a shot up. No. Baker the rebound. He'll kick it back out. Torbert, scoop, layup. Yes.
Finger roll.
Torbert with 13. They throw it away. Baker with a steal in the front court. Gets it up ahead to Hudson. Hudson all the way. Out of control. Gets it to Torbert. 3. No. Rebound. Comes away to Wyndham. B.J. Wyndham to Torbert. Layup. Yes. And Cam Hudson is down on the floor right now. He's hurt.
A lot of actual bodies flying down on the court. Hudson grimacing on his back right now.
Noah Lopez will come in for him.
Hope that everything's okay. Now he's sitting up. Not sure if he banged his head on the court or something, or
Yeah, not sure.
the action was on the other side of the court, and now he's up.
Athletic director Nikki Norris helped one of the people helping him up. 6:45 to go, third quarter.
It's Waverly ball after the made shot by Torbert.
Pfeiffer looking to inbound, trying to get it into Malone. Does get it into Pena. Pena lost the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Good defense by KJ Torbert.
Waverly, for the most part, has done a pretty good job handling pressure. One of the few forced turnovers that they've had.
B.J. Wyndham across the way to Torbert. Torbert over to Lopez. Wyndham to Branson. Branson, oh, got it knocked away. Good defense by
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. 3. No. Rebound comes away to Baker. I've got Baker with 8 rebounds, Doc.
I've got 9.
And now a steal in the front court. Nearly. Lopez to Wyndham. Wyndham, nice pass back to Lopez. That's up and in. His first basket. We're tied at 33.
A little two-man action.
Here's a shot put up by Waverly. That's no good. Malone with a miss. Baker with a rebound. Up ahead to Wyndham. Wyndham all the way. Blocked out of bounds by Trey Miller.
Yeah, nice job by Trey Miller. Went straight up and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Now Hudson looks like he's going to come back in the game, Cam Hudson.
They replaced Lopez, so that's good to see that Cam's all right.
Nice pass inbounds. Branson, yes. Branson has 10. It's 35-33 East Lansing. Ball knocked away on the inbounds.
Yep. Good find by Wyndham. Those baseline out of bounds plays. Coaches love it when they can get an easy 2 or 3 out of them.
.5:30 to go, third quarter. Deontay Pfeiffer lost the ball, got it knocked away, taken away. Here comes East Lansing. Wyndham tried an alley-oop, but he lost the ball on the way up.
Trey Miller able to kind of deflect out away. He was looking for the alley-oop to KJ Torbert.
Baker. Now Branson. Branson drive all the way. Blocked. Out of bounds, going to go to Waverly.
Trey Miller with another defensive block.
He's got a couple of blocks tonight. 5 minutes to go, third quarter, and Waverly nearly threw the ball away.
Deontay Pfeiffer wasn't looking for it.
Pfeiffer all the way, out of control, no. Rebound by Thomas is no good. Blocked by Baker. Here comes Waverly, they get it back. Pfeiffer, three, yes. He's got 15.
What a sequence.
36-35 Waverly, 4:28 to go, third quarter. Inside, left side, Hudson, fade away from 12, yes.
Pfeiffer didn't want to pick up that third foul, so he just kind of let him go.
He's got 6, does Hudson. It's 37-36 East Lansing, and what do we have here?
Branson going to get called on the foul for the drive from Pfeiffer.
His third, team first. He fouls at 1-1 right now.
Bo Lopez coming back in. Jalen Branson going to sit because he has 3 fouls.
4:07 left. Third quarter. Thomas, double team. Has to kick it back out. He's just holding the ball out to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, 3. That's no good. Rebound scrummed for. It comes away to Derek Thomas. The shot is no good, but he's fouled. It'll be the team's second, and we're going to get free throws here. Charlie Baker, the foul. That's his second, the team's second. We got free throws coming.
So that's now 9 rebounds ahead for Derek Thomas, second. His first shot's good.
Only got 5 points tonight.
Deontay Macy coming in for East Lansing. Charlie Baker going to take a seat. Just picked up his second foul.
Here's the free throw. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Macy.
Torbert all the way to the bucket. Easy 2.
Lays it up and in. He's got 17. It's 39-37 East Lansing, and he throws it away. Kavondre Pena threw it over to DeShante Malone.
Malone wasn't ready for it. He's going to depart now.
Yep. Hit him in the head, I think.
Yeah, it did. Louis McLeod comes in for him.
3:30 to go, third quarter. Torbert in the corner. Hudson, 3. Yes.
First 3 of the game for him.
If he heats up, Waverly's in trouble. They're down 5, 42-37. Into the left corner, Pena. Pena faking a 3. Now he gets inside all the way, blocked by Hudson, out of bounds.
Yep.
Hudson's second block of the game.
Yeah, he's starting to turn it up right now.
Playing a lot better here.
Took that potential nasty spill earlier in the quarter, and something must have woke up.
Main thing is glad he's okay. Seems like it anyway. B.J. Wyndham. 2:45 to go. Whistle and a foul underneath. It's going to be on Waverly.
It might be on Pfeiffer. It is.
It
That's
is.
his third.
Torbert all the way. Layup is good. Hit the front of the rim and it goes in. He's got 19.
Biggest lead of the game for the Trojans.
44-37. Pena, baseline. Gets it to Thomas. He puts it up and in.
Nice job.
He struggled tonight. He's only got 7 points. 44-39. Wyndham across the way to Torbert. Double team. Dribbled it off his foot. Out of bounds.
It went off a Waverly player.
Very fortunate to keep the ball. Cam Hudson driving on his man. He lost control, and he traveled.
Yeah, tried to take it on Pfeiffer and got tangled up and lost it. Charlie Baker coming back in for East Lansing. Deontay Macy going to take a seat.
(44-39) East Lansing. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Pfeiffer.
Here's Pfeiffer in the lane. Bank shot. No. Tipped around. Comes away to Noah Lopez. And now they throw it away.
Yep. Unforced error. Tough shot by Deontay Pfeiffer on that last possession. Derek Thomas looked like he was going to get it. He couldn't hold on to it.
Waverly gets it inbounds. And now they throw it away.
Yeah,
another turnover.
The trap came real quick. And Pena tried to get it over to Louis McLeod, but Louis McLeod's only 5'6", and the ball was about 7 feet in the air.
Here is McLeod. Wyndham. Torbert, top of the key. 1:15 to go in the quarter. He's going to drive. Hesitate. Shot. Yes. He's got 21.
He's been able to get pretty much whatever he wanted here in the second half.
46-39. Pena. Into the corner. That's McLeod.
Stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds.
Deshante Malone coming back in as Kavondre Pena going out for Waverly.
46-39 East Lansing. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Wyndham. To Baker, and now Hudson deep on the left. Now to Torbert. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Guarded by Malone. He's going to get into the lane. Nice pass inside to Baker. Offensive foul.
I'm not so sure about that one. The East Lansing contingent does not like it, and I agree with them.
It's his third foul.
He's going to come out, and Macy's going to replace him.
Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Pfeiffer. Into the corner. Dribbles around everybody, and now he's fouled. Be the team's fourth.
It's going to go on Deontay Macy.
His second, the team's fourth. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. They get it into McLeod. Louis McLeod. Now to Deontay Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer under 10 seconds to go. Behind the back dribble against Torbert. He's double teamed. Under 3. Now 2. Pfeiffer 3. No. Out of bounds. (46-39) East Lansing.
Thomas gets a steal on the inbound, but no shot.
And that's the end of 3 quarters of play. East Lansing leading 46-39. We'll keep it right here.
Still working through our computer issues.
Apologize to our sponsors, the Lansing Sports Commission and Doubting Industries. Jeff and Chris Metz unable to get connected with our computer here. We have 8 minutes left. It's 46-39, and the crowd's going crazy for some reason.
No school tomorrow.
Oh.
The students are excited. No school tomorrow for East Lansing.
There you go.
That's their special announcement between the quarters.
And you know what? Considering the weather that's coming in, I can't say I blame them.
Going to give them a 4-day weekend. They're not going to have Monday. They're going to have Monday off as well.
Monday off as well for Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Wish I could say the same, but I'm working both times.
Yep, so am I. A half day on Tuesday for East Lansing.
Okay.
Well, good for them.
So they're going to have a half day tomorrow. They get it off. They get Monday off, and they have a half day on Tuesday. On the life of a high schooler.
Yep. (46-39). East Lansing ahead. Here's East Lansing. Cam Hudson gets in the lane. The floater. Yes. He's got 11 now, and East Lansing's up by 9, 48-39. Foul in the just across midcourt. B.J. Wyndham commits the foul, his first. Just his first.
Mm-hmm.
Team first. Waverly inbounds. Right side. That's McLeod, I believe. Now Trey Miller. Little hook shot. No. Out of bounds. Going to stay with Waverly.
Yeah, Branson couldn't hold on to it. Wyndham with the steal.
Taken away. B.J. Wyndham going to take it all the way. Lost it momentarily out of bounds. I think it's going to go to Waverly, yes.
Yep. He throws it out of bounds himself. Good hustle back by Deshante Malone to force that. Waverly breaks the pressure easily.
For a change.
Oh, Malone almost double dribble.
Deshante Malone. Gets into the lane. Kicks it back out. Here's Pfeiffer. Lost the ball. Foul.
Going to be on Wyndham.
That'll be his second, the team's second.
No shots. Was on the court. Pfeiffer tried to step to the line and takes the free throws. And referee said, nope, it's out of bounds.
7 minutes left. Whistle, offensive foul.
Yep.
That's going to be on Derek Thomas II, his third.
He just threw his shoulder right into Charlie Baker, trying to push his way down towards the bucket in the post.
Here's East Lansing. Torbert, three. Yes.
That was off balance, too.
He's got 24. By far the best player on the floor tonight for EL.
They've opened up a double-digit lead now.
51-39. Deontay Pfeiffer takes it all the way. And a blocking foul on East Lansing.
Yep. Very late. This one might be on Baker. Yep, that's the fourth on Charlie Baker.
He's had a solid game tonight. Only 4 points, but 10 rebounds. Is that right?
Couple of blocks, couple of steals.
Blocks, yeah. Deontay Pfeiffer to the line.
Foul issues are going to push Baker back to the bench.
Free throw is good. 3 for 4 from the line. I got Pfeiffer with 16.
Yep. Noah Lopez comes back in for Baker.
Second one's good. 51-41 East Lansing, 6:37 to go in regulation. Wyndham across the timeline, guarded by Louis McLeod. Here's Branson deep on the left, right in front of the East Lansing student section. Branson kicks it out, thrown away. Pfeiffer with the steal, up against Hudson, and we got a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Hudson.
It's either Hudson or Branson. Somebody came in late. It is Hudson, you're right.
His third.
We're going to see Jace Harrison for the first time for Waverly. junior card.
Be the team's fourth. So free throws the rest of the way for Waverly.
Run out of time. Better get it in.
Down by
Timeout.
10. Now they got to call a timeout.
Yeah, Pfeiffer got the ball from the ref, and no one for the Warriors was running around.
I think it's a 30-second timeout. It is. 30-second timeout. Waverly's only got 2 timeouts left, Doc.
Yeah, they used a couple in the first half. They had one at a crucial point in that second quarter to kind of slow down that East Lansing run, so they needed to burn that one. This one's to save a possession, a crucial possession, as this one has gotten to a 10-point lead for East Lansing, and Waverly trying to dig their way back into it.
6:12 to go.
Get close to the 9 o'clock hour, too.
We are.
Late start, because the freshman and JV games took longer than normal. Yep. I don't know. Something's happening again. I think we got another technical.
Oh, boy.
Another one for East Lansing. Is that no Lopez?
Wow. Well, that's the 5th team foul. It is Lopez. Second, his second. Who's that shooting the free throws?
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer drops in the first one.
It's a second technical for the Trojans. This one, Torbert had one in the first half.
Yep.
This was nothing was even happening. They were coming out of the timeout. Pfeiffer knocks down the second as well. Macy comes in and Lopez goes out. They hadn't even gotten set to get the ball back in yet, and they called the technical.
51-43 East Lansing. 6:12 to go. Waverly trying to make a run here. Pfeiffer in the lane, lost the ball, take it away. B.J. Wyndham. It's 1-on-2, layup. No, but a foul. Undercut foul on Louis McLeod. That'll be his second and the team's second.
Looked worse than it was. Wyndham went down. It was a good, solid foul. It wasn't anything malicious intentionally for it.
51-43. Wyndham just grazed the front of the rim. He's 0 for 3 from the line. He hasn't scored at all tonight.
Had a solid defensive game. He's got 4 assists, but yeah, he hasn't gotten into the scorer's book yet.
Second one's good. And now we got a foul in the backcourt.
It's on Wyndham.
Wyndham, a little too aggressive. And we're going to get free throws. That's his third.
Holding on to Louis McLeod.
No argument with the call, Doc. That's a foul.
Yep, and it's 2 free throws for Waverly. This is how they get back into the ballgame, Brock. The clock stops.
And they're only down 9 right now.
Yeah, the clock stops and you have a chance to score.
Here's the free throw. Yes.
First points of the second half for Louis McLeod. Let's see, first point.
He's got 4. 52-44. Second one's good.
East Lansing going to slow things down maybe?
Little bit. 5:38 to go. Torbert with it. Or no, that's Wyndham. Over to Torbert. Now Wyndham in the corner. Here's a 3. No good. Scrum for it. Held ball. It's going to go to Waverly.
Yep. Pfeiffer and Hudson get tied up.
As Deontay Macy tried a 3-pointer, that was no good. Hudson and a Waverly player went after the ball.
Was Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer had possession, and then Hudson came to get a piece of it.
So give Pfeiffer a rebound.
Yes.
I only got him for 3 rebounds tonight, but it's 52-45. Malone, Deshante Malone gets into the lane all the way. Whistle.
Nope.
Held ball. It's going to go to East Lansing.
J.L. Branson. I thought that Malone was going to get a 2 out of it, and now a technical on Rod Watts.
Now he's got to remain seated for the remainder of the game.
A lot of emotions in this ball game.
Yes. 52-45.
He didn't like the call of it being a jump ball.
He had been warned before. That was in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
The first free throw is no good for Torberg.
Yeah, in and out. This is his first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Watts gets his troops over to rally him, have a discussion. It's down to a 7-point lead.
Second one's good. He's got 25 unofficially. 53-45 East Lansing, 5:17 to go. Right side, Wyndham. Here's Corbett, top of the key. Takes it in the lane, floater. That's no good. The rebound comes away to Torbert. Now a 3 by Hudson. Yes. (56-45). Huge shot there for East Lansing.
Yep.
Lost the ball. Now it's going to go out of bounds, and Waverly's going to get it. Deshante Malone lost the ball.
But East Lansing's last people to touch it. Charlie Baker coming back in for East Lansing. Macy goes out. And Andre Pena comes back in for Waverly.
4:36 to go in regulation, 56-45 East Lansing. Here's Derek Thomas. Little hook shot, yes.
Baker's got to play off because he got 4 fouls.
Thomas with only 9 points tonight. 56-47. B.J. Wyndham across the timeline. Ball knocked away on an interior pass, knocked away by number 5, Jace Harris. East Lansing's going to keep it. 56-47 East Lansing. 4:07 to go in regulation. Here's Torbert into the corner to Hudson. Time's all the way.
Lane opened up for him, Brock.
He's got 16. It's 58-47. Here's Deontay Pfeiffer all the way. He puts it up and in.
Again, the last man back is Baker, and he can't foul because he's got 4.
Pfeiffer's has 21. Torbert lost the ball. Up ahead, Kavandre Pena. Layup. Yes. Pena's first basket of the game. 58-51. Here comes Hudson. Up ahead, Torbert. Yes. Breaking the pressure is East Lansing. They're up 60-51. All the way, Pfeiffer. Layup. Nobody's fouled, and that's going to be on Baker.
Yep, that's 5. Pfeiffer went with the underneath, and Baker threw his arm out.
Four points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Is that right?
That's what I got, too, for Charlie Baker.
But he's out of the game. Free throw is good for Pfeiffer.
Down to an 8-point lead for East Lansing. Comes second one.
That's no good. Rebound comes away to Macy.
Macy came in to replace Baker.
60-52. Wyndham over to Macy. Now Hudson. Now they go to a weave. Looking underneath. Hudson on the left block. Gets inside. Reverse layup is good. Timeout East Lansing. We'll keep it right here. High school basketball brought to you tonight and all season long by the Lansing Sports Commission. We thank them. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And also by Doubting Industries, recognizing the effort and commitment these athletes have given to the sport of basketball. Good luck tonight and all season long. These members will be with you for the rest of your life. That's Jeff and Chris Metz and Doubting Industries. 62-52, 3:02 to go. That was a full timeout called by East Lansing, I believe. Mm-hmm. Waverly has 2 timeouts left. East Lansing with 3. 3:02 to go. We'll keep it right here.
East Lansing hanging on by this 10-point lead, making just enough plays to keep Waverly at arm's length. Warriors have gotten it down to 6 a couple of times, but then East Lansing built back up. I believe 12 is the most. 12 points, or 12 or 13 for East Lansing, the largest lead in this ballgame.
Yep. .302 to go.
Torbert's been hot ever since he came in off the bench in the first half. And Hudson's warmed up here in the second half for East Lansing.
Torbert with 27. 62-52. Deontay Pfeiffer all the way. Lost the ball. Macy the rebound. And now he nearly threw it away and got it to Torbert. And now a foul in the... No, it's not a foul. It's a travel on B.J. Wyndham.
Yep. Macy got the steal as they took it away from Pfeiffer. Nearly threw it away. Wyndham got it and then traveled with it.
They look to get it in. They throw it into the backcourt. Does Waverly. Louis McLeod. McLeod, crossover dribble, double team. Gets it over to Jace Harris in the lane. Stops. Has to kick it back out. Taken away by KJ Torbert. He's going to take it all the way. Oh, knocked away by Deontay Pfeiffer out of bounds.
Great defensive effort.
62-52. East Lansing, 2:28 left. Trey Miller back in the game for Waverly. They get it in. Torbert, floater. No. Rebound comes away to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer taking it all the way. Double team. Shot, no, but a foul. It's going to be on Macy, it looks like. His third.
Second.
Okay, yep, sorry, second. Deontay Pfeiffer. I got him for 22 points tonight.
Sounds good to me.
First one, yes.
If you're Waverly, this is your last chance right here. Last 2:19.
62-53. You can be aggressive. You've got a foul to give.
Mm-hmm.
Second one. Yep. 62-54. 2:19 left. Waverly going to full court pressure. Trying to get it in. They do to Torbert. Torbert double team down over to Wyndham. Wyndham back to Torbert. 2:12 to go across the timeline. Torbert picked up his dribble. He's in trouble. Gets double teamed now back to Wyndham. Wyndham tipped away out of bounds. So we get to the 9 o'clock hour. I want to let you know you're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage. The game's 7:30 a.m. WVFN East Lansing, a Town Square media station. 30-second timeout will stay right here. 2:05 left, Doc, 62-54. Not over yet.
No, it's not. Waverly hanging in there. Again, this is their last 2:05. And they're breaking out the double team trap there at half court and nearly got a steal, knocked the ball out of bounds, but this is your opportunity. You said you got one more team foul you can give so you can remain as aggressive as possible to get a steal. For East Lansing, you're probably going to want to pass the ball around, and if you get an easy 2, okay, great. Other than that, you're just going to try and burn some clock.
Play some keep away,
yep.
Yeah.
And that's what Ray Mitchell's probably telling him right now.
East Lansing's going to put the ball in play at midcourt. Waverly does have the possession arrow if we get a tie game or a tie ball. And they do get it into B.J. Wyndham. into the backcourt. Wyndham across the timeline. Waverly's going to have to foul. They got to stop the clock. He's going to take it all the way. Gets into the corner to Macy. Macy out to Branson.
You're going to have to choose somebody and start fouling.
Yep. Down to a minute 44.
They got one to give, like you said.
Yeah.
You got to get out there.
I'd start fouling now. Oh, he drilled off his foot out of bounds.
Well, got lucky on that one. Don't necessarily need a 3 right here, but you got to go quick.
No.
For Waverly. Pfeiffer's dribbling, taking his time.
Yeah, walking it up the court. They got to go quick here. Now he's going to go. He's going to stop behind the back dribble. Fade away from 12. Yes.
Timeout.
Timeout Waverly. That's their next to last timeout. They got one left. 1:27 left at 62-56.
Not going away. Now you have to foul. You can't let East Lansing just dribble around if you're Waverly. You got to get out there and foul right away if you don't get a steal.
Press.
Yes.
In the backcourt. If you get a 10-second call, that would be okay too. You don't foul in the backcourt, but once they cross into the into the front court, then you foul.
Yes. So you're looking for the quick steal or the 10-second.
Yep.
And then if you don't get it, you start fouling. For East Lansing, Coach Ray Mitchell, they're going to want the ball handlers out there. Wyndham, Torbert, Branson, Cam Hudson, those are your guys. Maybe they'll bring in Cameron Essel, too. He's been a good guard for them off the bench.
62-56. Waverly has one timeout left. East Lansing with 2.
Waverly wants to hold on to that last timeout just in case.
They need to stop the clock.
Yeah, because the ball, something happens and the clock could keep going. Yep, Essel does come in for East Lansing.
Ball handling and free throw shooting.
Yep.
Essel is going to inbound. Also good inbounds pass into B.J. Wyndham.
Comes a trap.
Here comes a trap. They get it across the timeline to Torbert. Torbert to Macy. No, that's Branson. That'll be at Pfeiffer, his 4th. Wasn't the act of shooting, so it's going to be free throws.
That's the one you didn't want. If you were going to foul him, you didn't want to foul any active shooting. And Pfeiffer's got to watch it if he wants to stay in the ball game with 4 fouls now.
Branson has 10 points tonight. Yes. 5 for 5 from the line tonight. 63-56. Second one, yes. Here comes Waverly. A minute 50. Inside, wild shot. No, rebound comes away. Yes. 66-56, 50 seconds to go. And that might do it right there. The Cloud double. 66-58. What they call their last timeout.
Good lead at halftime, did Waverly.
31-27, yeah.
He's dancing at a huge run of the third period. They scored. It was 16-10 after the first. They scored 17 in the second quarter, but Waverly still had the lead. Then East Lansing put in 19 in that third quarter. That really turned things around.
Yep.
Their defense stepped up, and Waverly started to turn the ball over a little bit more in that third period, what they didn't do in the first 16 minutes of the ball game.
40.3 seconds left. We got some people leaving right now.
Yeah, some of the East Lansing folks have started to pack up.
Some of the Waverly people, too. I'm a little surprised by that.
It's not quite over yet.
No, not quite over yet.
You get a steal and a 3. I know the clock doesn't stop, but nevertheless, you can delay a game.
You can take a delay game warning. First time they do it, it's a warning. Second time, it's a technical. We've had 3 technical fouls in this game. 2 on East Lansing, 1 on Waverly. Head coach Rod Watts. They get it into KJ Torbert. To BJ Wyndham, down to Torbert. 35 seconds to go. Torbert, back to Wyndham, back to Torbert. 30 seconds to go. Double team. Stops, whistle, and a foul. It's going to be the 5th team foul. Going to be on Pena. His 3rd. In a situation, 26.5 seconds left. First one up. Yep. Deontay Pfeiffer back in the game with 4 fouls.
Up goes Rene Gomez. He was in for the first time looking for that trap.
30 points for KJ Torbert tonight. Unofficially. Rene Gomez wearing first time he's in the game.
They're trying to decide who comes out.
Yeah, you don't want 6 guys on the court.
Well, it's going to be Pfeiffer again.
Ah, okay. (67-58). Front rim, no good. Rebound, Tarek Thomas. Thomas to Malone. All the way, lost the ball, foul. Well, you don't want to foul East Lansing.
Nope.
19.8 seconds left. His 4th.
Yeah, he's picked up 4 in this period alone.
DeShante Malone scored 8 points in the first half. First one up. Yep. (67-59), 67-60. They inbound to Torbert, and he's just holding the ball. Now they foul in the backcourt. That'll be on Pena, his 4th. And with 2 more makes, this will pretty much solid away.
Yeah, it's a 3-possession game right now. I guess technically a 2-possession game if 3 to foul.
30 points for Torbert tonight. 2 for 4 from the line unofficially. 3 for 5.
He didn't start tonight either.
No.
Came off the bench for Coach Ray Mitchell.
16 seconds left. Looks like East Lansing's going to win this one. And the second one's good. 32 points tonight for KJ Torbert. Here is Malone. Malone to McLeod, and the ball is kicked by Torbert with 7.8 seconds left. They throw it in the backcourt. Malone across the timeline, down to 5, down to 4. Takes it all the way. The layup is good. And that does it. 69-62. Just about lived up to all the hype, Doc.
It did. It was a back and forth battle in the first half, and East Lansing took over in that 3rd quarter, and it built their lead up and never relinquished it after that.
All right, we got a long commercial break coming up here. We got to make up some spots for our sponsors. We finally got our computer back, so we got a long break coming up. So, folks, be patient. We'll have a post-game show coming up after this on the game 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing.
WVFN.
Brett Palmbos, Erik Doc Love here. East Lansing wins it tonight, 69-62. We got a couple more breaks to get to here, but so let me tell you once again about our great sponsors tonight. That would be Dowding Industries, Jeff and Chris Metz. If you're wondering what your future holds and you're not going to college, or you find out college just isn't for you, hey, live radio, I got to cough sometimes. Check out the future that skilled trades can offer you. You'll be surprised. Check them out at DowdingIndustries.com. and, of course, the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. East Lansing wins it tonight, 69-62. Still finishing up our stats here. We'll take another timeout, and we will come back and get those stats to you after this on the game, 7:30 in WVFN. Brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowling.org.
Coaching records continue to fall, this time on the ice, and some good news when it comes to the number of registered officials. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. No one has coached more Michigan high school hockey teams to victory than Doug Toller. The head coach of the Genesee Generals won his 630th game during the winter break, topping the previous high of 629 set by Trenton's Mike Turner. Toller started his career in 1979 at Flint Northern. He then coached at Grand Blanc for 10 years before moving to Davison in 1992. Davison is the primary school of a four-school co-op named the Genesee Generals. Flushing, Goodrich, and Swartz Creek are the other schools.
I'm probably the most fortunate hockey coach in the world to have had so many great young men. It's really all about them. They've just put me in a position, I guess, to be here and reap the benefit. But I have to give them a lot of credit for everything that they've done. I love being on the ice and working with the kids and trying to get them to kind of understand the game a little bit better and become better players. And it's also about being better people, too, you know, having respect and all the life lessons that go with it.
That was Toller speaking with Miriam Bingham of ABC 12 Sports after the record-breaking victory. Genesee will have another 10 games in the regular season to add to Toller's win total before starting regional play in late February. To see all of the MHSAA's ice hockey records, individual, team, coaching, and playoff, be sure to check out MHSAA.com and click on Ice Hockey. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Arthur Hill Jr. wrestler Michael Baldwin. He captured the Saginaw County Wrestling Invitational title at 165 pounds, the last county wrestling title for Arthur Hill before they merge with Saginaw High next school year. Hancock senior hockey player Sam Roberts, he tallied the winner in a 3-2 victory over the Capital City Capitals. It was Roberts' second goal of the year. And a Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central wrestler, Mary Alice Lynch. She recorded her 100th win on the mat with a victory in the SMCC Girls Wrestling Tournament.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, you know, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Director of Officiating Services, Sam Davis.
If a basketball team has a good post player, you'll usually hear the opposing crowd call for 3 seconds. But what is 3 seconds, and when should it be called? A 3-second violation occurs when a player is in the lane for more than 3 seconds, but it's not always that easy. First, a player can leave the lane and then reestablish position, resetting the 3-second clock. To establish position outside the lane, the player must have both feet on the playing surface outside of the lane. It won't reset the count if one foot is outside the lane and the other foot is in the air. Also, during a throw-in or while dribbling, attempting a shot, or rebounding, there is no 3-second count. The count does not start again until the offense has control of the ball in the front court.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. Sticking with officiating, for the 3rd year in a row, the number of registered officials in Michigan is up, slightly. And while any increase is good news, it still comes after 9 straight years of decline. So while the recent trend is encouraging, there's still a ways to go as a lack of officials puts extra strain on current officials. To help recruit and retain officials, the MHSAA has provided membership in the National Association of Sports Officials. Membership gives officials expanded insurance coverages, access to professional services and development, and a subscription to an MHSAA-focused referee magazine. But there's still a need for more. If you're interested, go to MHSAA.com and click on Officials for more information. Because without officials, it's just practice. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Lansing's only sports station. The Game, 7:30.
Let's play.
We're back here at East Lansing High School, and thank you for listening to that This Week in High School Sports. You'll hear it again coming up on Saturday at 10 a.m. right before High School Rewind. Weekly vignette featuring MHSAA's John Ross. East Lansing stays undefeated. They're 9-0 on the season. Waverly falls to 8-3 on the year. East Lansing wins it tonight, 69-62. Let's get to the stats. First for Waverly. Deontay Pfeiffer led the way for them. 26 points, 4 rebounds, and a block. He was their best player all night long. Only one other player in double figures, and that was Deshante Malone. He had 11 points on the night, and he was the only other one in double figures. Derek Thomas II has had a great year this year, but struggled. 9 points, 10 rebounds. For him, that's struggling because he has been great this year.
It didn't get a lot of touches in the ballgame. Good credit to the East Lansing defense for that.
Louis McLeod, 7 points. He had 1 rebound. Trey Miller, real good first quarter, 7 points, 1 rebound, 2 blocks. He didn't score in the second half.
Nope.
That was a big deal there. Kavondre Pena had 2 points. Nobody else scored for Waverly. They had 18 rebounds as a team, 18 of 23 from the free throw line, so they made their free throws. East Lansing, KJ Torbert didn't start tonight. Didn't matter. He had 32 points, 3 rebounds tonight. He was just sensational. He had 21 of his 32 in the second half. Cam Hudson, also in double figures, 18 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of blocks. J.L. Branson had 12 points and 3 rebounds. Noah Lopez had 2 points and a rebound, and before fouling out, Charlie Baker, 4 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. So only 4 points tonight, but he was a factor as well.
Absolutely.
B.J. Wyndham really struggled tonight. He only had 1 point and 2 rebounds. He had foul trouble as well. 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And but as a team, East Lansing was 13 of 18 from the free throw line. But KJ Torbert, 28 rebounds as a team. Torbert, 32 points. Wow.
A huge spark off the bench. They got, 44 points off the bench from Torbert and Branson combined.
So East Lansing wins it 69-62. We'll recap everything coming up on the High School Rewind. And we'll be back to wrap it up. Players of the game and tell you what's coming up on the game. Coming up next for high school basketball here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
On Lansing Sports Station, the Game, 7:30 a.m.
All right, back one final time here at East Lansing High School. East Lansing wins it over Waverly, 69-62. East Lansing now 9-0 overall, 2-0 in the CAAC Blue. Waverly falls to 1-1 in league play. They are 8-3
Yep.
overall. And these two teams will play once again later on in the season at Phil Odlum Gymnasium at Waverly, and potentially once again in the state tournament at Mason High School. All right, final thing to get to. It is players of the game. I think it's pretty easy, Doc. You got the honors.
Waverly, Deontay Pfeiffer. If it was the first half, I would have given it to McLeod, because he played really well. Or Malone, Malone.
Yep.
Deshante Malone. But overall, Deontay Pfeiffer, who kept him in the ball game late in this one for Waverly, he gets player of the game. And for East Lansing, KJ Torbert, man, off the bench, 32 points. That's tremendous.
He was just tremendous and really great in the second half. But honorable mention to Cam Hudson. He was much better in the second half. 14 of his 18 points in the second half. All right, that's going to do it for us here from East Lansing High School. For my broadcast partner, Eric Doc Love, I'm Brock Palmbos. Don't forget to join me Saturday morning, 10 a.m. until 11 for High School Rewind here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. For Eric, I'm Brock. Thank you for listening. Again, the final score. The East Lansing Trojans, 69. The Waverly Warriors, 62. After a couple of commercial breaks here, we'll get you back to ESPN Radio here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Have a great night, everyone.